and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about 10 things I will miss about being pregnant. This is my 4th pregnancy but 2nd baby. I did have 2 miscarriages before my son. I now have a 14-month-old son, Hunter, and I am currently 25 weeks pregnant when I'm filming this video, but I will be a little bit further along by the time this is actually uploaded and you are watching it. I am due in August this year, so I don't know if we're going to be having any more babies after this one, so I thought I would do a little video on 10 things that I'm going to miss about being pregnant, because I do really love being pregnant, even with all the downsides to it. One of the biggest things that I am going to miss is bump photos. I always feel like, because I am usually underweight when I'm not pregnant, I feel like my clothes look so much nicer in that 2nd trimester than any other time in my life. Things are so much more flattering, and I feel like I enjoy being able to dress up the bump and show it off. And even though obviously there's not as many clothing choices as when you're not pregnant, I just really love having a cute bump to show off, and I feel a lot more confident in my body when I am pregnant than when I am not. I think most mums will agree with me when I say baby kicks are something that I'm going to miss. And I'm not talking about those 3rd trimester kicks that are hitting you in the ribs and hitting you in the pelvis and making you feel like you are breaking ribs constantly. I'm talking about those 2nd trimester early kicks that are really cute when they're just hitting the top of your belly, and I really am going to miss those. I love being able to constantly feel my baby around me. And it is something that I did miss with my pregnancy with Hunter, was always having him with me. The 3rd thing that I'm going to miss is ultrasounds. I love going to the ultrasounds in the 2nd trimester onwards. The 1st trimester just scared me completely of going to those. But I love going to 3D and 4D scans. They are just so cute. I love seeing all the changes in the face. And I love watching baby react and seeing what those kicks are, and just them generally moving around. I just absolutely love having ultrasound photos. Something I kind of mentioned before is the fact that I love having my baby with me constantly. I remember this absolute empty, gut-wrenching feeling when Hunter was taken to the NICU and I was spent my first night as a mum on my own without him. And something I really love about pregnancy is the fact that I don't have to share my baby with anyone. I have them constantly with me. I don't have to leave them anywhere if I need to go do something. They're just always there at night time. When I sleep, I can feel that they're okay. I know that they're okay constantly. And it is something that I am definitely going to miss, is just the security in knowing that my baby is okay and kicking and well. Which leads to my next one that I'm going to miss, is the ability that, because the baby is currently in my uterus, I get to make a lot of the decisions. I don't have to worry about people holding my baby when they're unwell. I don't have to worry about people trying to make decisions for me of what to feed my baby or anything like that. So I really am going to miss that, because it is something that is really challenging when you have a child, that everyone seems to think that they are the parent and that they can make a lot of decisions for you, which isn't necessarily the best thing as a first-time mum, because it does make you really stressed out, and it does cause a lot of conflict. I am really going to miss newborn shopping. Obviously, because we're not finding out the gender right now, if we have a girl, we'll probably go girl shopping when they are born for some clothes, but I love that initial phase of buying everything. We obviously didn't buy as much this pregnancy because we had a lot from when Hunter was a newborn, but I loved going out and picking things like the pram, my new breast pump, and all of that. It's just really exciting getting everything together and ready. And even now, I'm like already wanting to kind of pack my hospital bag and feel ready, because I am someone who likes to be organized, but I'm like, there's no point in packing it this early, because I am trying not to jinx myself to go into labor too early if I can avoid it. And I also know that if for whatever reason I needed to go into hospital this early, I know that baby won't be coming back out for a while if they because they would have to go to NICU. So I know that anything realistically that we would need, we already have at home, and hubby can go and get it for me if we need it. Weight gain, most moms are going to disagree with me on this one. Most of you are going to say you don't like the weight gain. I love pregnancy weight gain. And obviously in the third trimester you feel really uncomfortable and everything, but I love that pregnancy is the one time when I feel at my healthiest because I'm not struggling to gain weight. This pregnancy was a little bit different because I did lose weight in the first trimester, but I am starting to gain it now, and I just love the feeling of my clothes fitting me properly, and they always just sit so much nicer in pregnancy, like I said earlier. So I am going to miss the weight gain and being, I guess, in a position where I don't have to feel judged by others for being underweight, because it is always really frustrating going somewhere and people commenting on my weight when I'm underweight, because I try so hard to keep a healthy weight, but my body is really difficult to do that with. Guessing the gender. This is something I actually am finding a lot of joy in. A lot of people always say they're going to struggle to not find out the gender. We found it really early with Hunter. We just could not wait. But I love the fact that hubby and I both are trying to guess from pictures. We can't figure out what gender we're having. We had a 3D ultrasound recently. I'll leave a picture on the screen. And each scan looks different again and again. And we compared it to Hunter's and they look completely different again. But that doesn't mean that it's a girl, and it's just confusing us so much, but it's so fun because we have absolutely no idea and we don't care either way what we have. So it is really fun because we're going to have a girl's name and a boy's name that we've already picked, and we are going to find out in a way that I think is actually going to be more exciting than the balloon gender reveal that we did with our son, just because we are literally finding out at the time of having them. There is no waiting to see what they look like or anything. We can literally see it there and then, and I just think it's going to be really exciting to go baby shopping afterwards knowing the gender, rather than having bought everything gender-wise beforehand like I did with my son, because it still leaves me something to shop for afterwards. No periods. I love the fact that there are no periods during pregnancy. Every mum will probably agree with me on that if you're lucky enough to be those who don't get it, because I know some poor unfortunate people do, but I love that. I have endometriosis and chronic back and pelvic pain and sciatica, and they are always just the worst when I get my period. So I am loving the fact that I don't have it at the moment. My postpartum period returned at 7 weeks with Hunter, even though I was breastfeeding every 3 hours. And that was really disappointing because my understanding at that time was that if I breastfed every 3 hours and never skipped a feed, that it shouldn't have returned, but it did. But I'm really loving the fact that I don't have to worry about that right now. So that is definitely something that I'm going to miss about pregnancy. The last thing that I'm going to miss about being pregnant is the help that I get around the house and the nesting. I love the excitement of getting everything ready. I love the decluttering that comes with getting ready. I love that when it comes to having a newborn, hubby is always like so much more cautious about how clean the house is and where things go. Obviously, we're not quite at that point just yet, but it is something that I'm going to miss because I know it is coming up, and I'm going to absolutely love having that help around the house, especially having a toddler who I'm constantly cleaning up after. Sorry guys, my camera went flat. So as I was saying, I really love the simplicity of the third trimester, just because nothing gets as messy or anything because you've already nested and you don't really feel up to doing too much. So the house always kind of stays a little bit more clean. So I definitely am going to miss that point of just having that help around the house and having the encouragement to keep everything clean, not just for myself, but my partner. And that is definitely something that I'm going to miss. But I know that I'm going to be able to enjoy that a little bit in the newborn phase because I won't have a crawling newborn or anything like that. It's only going to have to be my toddler that I need to chase after, and hopefully because we have his play area out in the lounge room, I won't have to worry too much about the rest of the house. That's it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you are going to miss about your pregnancy or what you miss about a previous pregnancy. I would love to hear what it is that you guys are going to miss, because pregnancy is a great time, even with all the uncomfortable moments. I am absolutely going to miss just the experience of it all, especially if we don't go on to have any more children after this baby. If you guys are subscribed, thank you so much for joining my channel, and if you are not, please hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you can be up to date with all my videos Monday through to Friday every week, 6:45 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. There will be 4 uploads every week. Hope to see you guys in the next video.